For today's episode, let me pose a question. It's 1999, it's 8 AM. You're due to leave for school in half an hour. What do? Do nothing? Read a book? Watch on digital?
Richard Peters, don't you realise that digital television is now really taking off? Every day, thousands of people are hooking up with On Digital. If you're wondering why they've got it, give On Digital a call, because Richard, they're all wondering why you haven't.
Would you do any of them? No, of course not. You watch this, the 1996 Thomas & Friends video, My Little Mini-Vid. There's been very little coverage of this release on YouTube, so that's where I come in. This video features the first 4 episodes of Season 1 and nothing more, so you'll breeze through this in 20 minutes. If you've seen the VHS collection, you'll know I never owned Thomas & Gordon and other stories, so Mini-Vid was my way of experiencing how the TV series began in 1984. Obviously, if you have something like the complete first series, you'll have no use for this. There's very little difference. Well, there is one thing. Gordon gets hiccups.
Well, little Thomas Chuckle Gordon, you know what hard work means, don't you?
I'm surprised that in the more than 12 years of YouTube, I was the first person to actually bring light to that. It's on every copy of this video, and no one else has ever brought it up before. There is one more thing I could say. There was one scene I hated as a kid.
They never stopped till they came to the station at the end of the line. The passengers all said thank you, and the Fat Controller promised Henry a new coat of paint.
Yep, that. Edward, Gordon and Henry is probably the best episode on the tape, but I always associate this scene with a phrase I repeated all so often as a kid. God damn it, this is about to end! And yes, that is a true story. By the time I was 10, I was using all 7 of George's words.
For the edification of our master's degree candidates, George, would you please enlighten them? What were those 7 words?
Piss, sucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Yeah, it's funny because it's censored. Oh, clean humour. In conclusion, as an adult, I don't hold it to that high of a standard. As a child in the 90s, this was an ideal way to kill half an hour of time. Of course, if you just want to immerse yourself in Thomas & Friends for an hour or two, this will be the last direction in which you'll be going. Indeed, by the time I hit 2003 and 2004, this wasn't a common watch for me. Not with these out there. But nevertheless, this one goes back far. This was always my way of attempting to delay the inevitable suckitude that was school. They often say high school is the best time of a kid's life.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.